be honest with you.
That was beautiful.
I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, sorry. No, you can't. I remember watching that. I'm kind of retarded.
He really knew. He really knew what he was doing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
There's one thing about him. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, kind of.
He was telling the truth.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
gonna say he's lying now? Nobody's saying he's lying now.
No. Dude, and then there was
He's
that.
totally not retarded, dude.
There was that. There was Turn the Friggin' Frogs Gay. That was a good. That
Turn
was a
the
big.
freaking frogs.
Do you understand that?
But weren't they actually doing something that was turning the frogs?
I know, dude. That's the thing about him is he said such outlandish shit, and then you look at it, and they were
like, oh my god, they really were turning the freaking frogs.
There was a thing too about like they were flushing depressants down the toilets. People were, and it was like making crustaceans and other animals that have shells like get softer shells and change sex. They were changing their sexes. And what's funny is like, what I love is that these are always people who do not believe in evolution.
Right.
But immediately will be like, it turned the shellfish gay and that'll make us gay.
They made them
like,
transgender.
so you see the connection between a shellfish and a person, but you can't put the connection between just regular evolution, you monsters.
You monsters.
That's always the one I liked about Jordan Peterson, because he talks about hierarchy. It's always the hierarchies, and it's real, and it's in nature. And it is, but he'll talk about lobsters. And he talks about how lobsters have hierarchy, and then he'll be like, and it's the same for people. And you're like, lobsters pee out of their face, dog.
Oh, God, dude. Lobsters freak me out.
Yeah.
They freak me out. And at work, like, we serve lobster tails, and we have to cut them out of the shell table side because they go dance monkey, and we do it. But, like... Fucking, they're just bugs.
What,
they're
you, like,
sea
cut
bugs.
Just explain that for a minute. You cut that.
So
you cut into it.
Already mostly cut, but the little tiny bit at the end of it is still attached. So it's like on top of the shell, but like we have to like fucking flip it over and fucking cut the rest of it.
Oh god.
I know.
Okay.
But like so I see the bottom of the shells all the time, and I'm like, ugh, that's creepy. It's just a sea spider. I don't like it.
When you're, from what I understand, because I have a buddy who dives, and he's gone diving with them, and like when they go fishing for them, they have like hooks, and they go under rocks and like hook them. Mm-hmm. But when you like and you're underwater, when you hit them, they're like they like scream underwater.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, it's terrifying. They're just big ass scary space bugs.
Yeah, that's what Helldiver is. The video game. I just discovered this.
What's
PS5?
Yeah, okay. See, I don't play it because I don't play video games. But like,
you two both know about this game. You don't play, you liars.
People posting about it.
You liars.
Well, no, so for Niles' birthday the other day, I took him like a cheesecake from work because I'm so nice. But
Shout
like,
out Nye Guy.
Shout out.
Happy birthday, Niles.
Niles the River.
At Niles the River, yeah, go follow him. He's a fantastic boy. We love him.
Don't follow him. No, I'm just kidding. Follow me.
Follow that man. Follow Christa too.
No,
Christa Wright.
But like, so I went and I just kind of sat and watched them play video games for a little while because that's what I do. And literally your whole thing in Helldiver is you go onto this planet. They're taking over. They're America, but in space. So they're taking over
Space
like,
America.
They're Space America.
Sick.
So they're taking over this planet, and they're going in and they're killing all these aliens that look like fucking like crabs and lobsters to me, but like some of them look like...
so you can dehumanize the shit out of them and just murk them.
Yeah. Well, for democracy.
Do the crabs and monsters, how do they get there? Or we're going to where...
That's their planet.
Oh, we're going to where they are and fucking them up. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're America.
We're
I forgot.
colonizers.
I forgot. We're Space America.
Yeah, but we're doing it for liberty.
Space America. Fuck yeah. Space bugs, your game is through when you have to answer to Space America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm down. That sounds cool.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah. The first chord.
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah.
Well, we rock a little bit. This is in honor of, what is it called? Helldiver, which is basically Space America coming to fuck up things that are alive all over space. Fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day.
This is so good.
Oh yeah, you never heard it?
Oh.
Yeah, Team America, World Police.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's so good, dude. That's some South Park Butte. A South Park Butte.
Butte.
Yeah, dude.
Case
Space
of
Force.
Butte.
Space Force. That's what it's gonna be. Helldiver is Space Force.
Yeah,
Space Force
basically.
is Helldiver.
God, probably.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
That's a fun game.
And honestly, I watched it for a little while, and I was like, they have a point. Those bugs, they didn't want to get shot. They shouldn't have been living there.
I don't like them dirty bugs.
Fucking those bugs.
Somebody's got to clean this place
Exactly.
up. Somebody get over there to Bug World and clean it up.
Yeah, for liberty,
Put it
dude.
on a big old tent of freedom.
They say shit like taste freedom. And I'm
Do they really?
it's so good. It's so good.
So good.
Oh, it's amazing.
You know what space game I used to like back in the day? It was a PlayStation game, Blasto.
Blasto.
Yeah.
That's what I say when I come.
Hell yeah. Dude, this Blasto is a game where it was a play on this guy that was a super machismo dude. It made him cartoonishly big. He looked like Mr. Incredible. Like on the
Yeah.
game, he had tiny feet and a huge upper body.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is you're running through and killing these like very goofy kind of cutesy aliens and picking up space chicks. You win you save a space chick on every
Hell
level.
yeah, dude.
And it's like his space
Hot.
babes. And he shoots
Space
these like
babes.
hilariously cartoonish rockets and stuff. It's a hilarious fun game.
Fucking space babes.
We would play Blasto and Spyro.
Oh yeah, I know.
Those are the two.
Spyro's
But
good.
Blasto was so fun. Yeah, space babes.
Space babes.
Yeah,
Oh,
just hot space babes.
Hit it again.
That looked kind of like the 70s ladies. Like
Yeah,
everybody just thinks space is going to be the 70s
it will.
with
be.
how everyone dresses. They're like, yeah, disco, that's space.
Yeah,
that's what space people are like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Like the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
That's just everyone dressed like this the 70s again. It's an old ass movie.
I know.
I don't know. Did
I
you ever
love
watch
them.
that movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
good.
watched it when I was young.
Yeah,
There were some movies like I always consider myself a movie person, but then like my coworkers started making a list of movies that I'd never seen before that we were supposed to like sit together and watch, and I was like, fuck, I've never seen anything, dude.
Nothing is
Oh my
worse
God.
though. Like it's all right to have somebody who's wants to show you in a cool way,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not fun when you like. For me, like I dabble in movies. I don't know about them
Yeah.
enough, right? And I want to talk. I want to talk about it. Where I'll be like, "Oh, I liked There Will Be Blood," and then some person wants to talk about like Werner Herzog and some shit, and like they just
you're
big
dead.
dick you about movies. I hate being movie big dick.
I hate being movie big.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I
It's
hate
like,
that shit.
Oh, it's good, but it's no Casablanca.
Right. I'm like,
Casablanca's
okay,
an original film. And it's,
first of all, Casablanca was fine, but let's calm down, okay?
Yeah.
It's old.
hell yeah, exactly.
It's black
number
and
one,
white and stuff.
Number one, it's old, so fuck that.
Fuck that.
What am I going to learn back there? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing, dude.
No. You know what? You know what you would learn from back then that would be valuable today.
What?
This is just a historical thing that I always thought was funny. Is when I know she don't give a shit. No. When cars started coming out,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, the cars were
movie?
actually changing
Ciao.
over.
Yeah.
And everyone who had horses and stables and shit were sad about it, like the stable people. So they started complaining about how bad the cars are going to be. And their number one argument was, and this one's pretty good, was going, hey, when I get drunk and I leave my bar, I can get on my horse, and my horse takes me all the way home, and I ain't going to cause no problems. But you get people doing that same thing in that car, and they're going to get in wrecks. And everyone was like, don't worry about it. Henry Ford's got it figured out. He go make an airbag. But an airbag don't fix it. The horse did.
Yeah.
Horse is the best drunk driving tool
No,
you could
for
get.
real. I was like, they got a point, dude.
He's going back to the hay, and you need to go back home.
Yeah, he
You
knows
know?
where to get you.
Exactly.
Your horse loves you, dude.
Which also means that there's a lot of times between like 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning in the 1800s where you just see people passed out on horses.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to think guys are like, instead of taking someone's keys, they're like, let's just roll him over the saddle,
Yeah.
pull the reins off of the bit and let him run.
Fuck, he'll get there.
Yeah, hell
Trusty
yeah.
old chestnut, dude.
Slap him on the ass. Good luck, Daryl.
Yeah, dude.
fun.
See you later, Chuck.
It's skippy and fun.
Yeah, it's whimsical.
Whimsical
It
even.
makes drunk driving whimsical.
It makes-
when it's on a horse.
Makes being drunk kind of cute.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
aw,
he's innocently.
look at that guy thrown
Yeah.
up over the side of his
He's
horse.
fine.
Get him another
Look at,
one.
look at that. The horse is happy.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Horse is having a great time.
Heck yeah.
Living his best life.
Living the best. And then what do we do to all the horses? Glue.
No. Oh, God, that's so sad. Oh, no. I love
There's a time we had horses growing up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. Not everyone knows that, Krista.
People can tell by looking at you, dude. There's a cowboy hat on
That's
TV.
But
Who bought that for you?
Yeah, you did.
I
dude.
know I
Yeah.
did.
She did. That's cool.
It's
we
a
had
girl's hat.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it doesn't fit my head, but it's still dope.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's a cool hat. It's very Virginia Woolf-esque or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know.
But we had a Tennessee Walker named Danny who got caught up in the fence and his leg was all fucked up. And we had to sell him. And I was like only 8 years old and my mom didn't think I knew what happened to the horses. So like she was trying to tell everybody in my family to keep it quiet about him getting sold because I was asking how much he got sold for because I knew he was lame. He wasn't going to make it, right?
Fucking lame, dude.
And yeah, exactly. He was a dweeb dog.
Dork ass
Dude,
horse.
so my mom's trying to keep it. She's trying to keep it away from that, where it's
Yeah.
like he doesn't know where they go and da 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 da. And so I go, where'd Danny get sold to? And mom's like, oh, they sold him. He's up at a farm up north. Gave him the whole line and stuff like that. And
Hey, Mom.
we go down to eat food. We come back, and when we get back into the house. We're going back into the house, and I get down, and I put my hands on the dog food, and I pick it up, and I go, Danny! And my mom cried.
My mom cried.
Poor Danny.
Oh, Danny. Dude, one time.
I think he did live out his life decently. For a
No,
while, but
he-
I mean, shit.
nah, dude.
He did have a fucked up leg.
That shit, they got dead, for sure. They
He had
got
a
dead.
club foot, dude.
Yeah.
Club-footed horse? We don't tolerate that.
No, not in
nothing
my,
you do with a
not in
club-footed
my
horse.
good Christian neighborhood.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, when I was a kid, I was young. You know how you are when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And my neighbors, like at my dad's house, my neighbors had like a pet pig for a while named Harley. And I loved this fucking pig, dude. I loved this pig. And it was my best friend, which is so sad. But then one day, fucking Harley wasn't there anymore. And I went to my dad and I was like, where's Harley, Dad? And he went to the freezer and he pulled out a pack of bacon, dude.
Oh, man.
And he was like, here's Harley.
He said, welcome to Michigan.
I was
There's your pig.
heartbroken.
Oh, no.
I was like, no. I didn't eat bacon for a while because I was like, this is for you, Harley.
You never
I
know.
ate my friend.
It is real when they say to not name the animals because kids, you just don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I raised rabbits for a whole summer, not knowing that I was going to sell them to get eaten. So I knew I was selling them because I'd been to the fair
Yeah.
and I was always excited to go to
Right.
I just didn't put anything together as an idiot, right? So
Yeah.
I knew that we raised them and I knew we sold them and they went to other places and I knew that you sold them by walking around the auction lot, but I didn't realize that I
Walk
was
the rabbits
walking.
around?
Yeah, you go.
Oh, you carry them. I
Yeah.
just pictured it on a leash.
Oh, wouldn't that have been
I was like,
hilarious?
That's kind of cool.
Because honestly, dude, if they did do that, those things would be drug around by their neck, just jumping and kicking all over the place. You can't lead a rabbit on a rope.
I'm sure you could.
Although they decide when they stop.
They're in charge.
But I was holding these rabbits. We had Californians. They were white. They had
Yeah.
little black socks and the red eyes.
Yeah.
Those like classic ones. And I just remember being so proud walking around in the auction. There's a guy in a cowboy hat behind. He's like doing the, and people calling. He's doing the number. I'm just walking. My hair's all parted. I'm just like,
Oh no, that's so
and I sold it for like I think it was like $3.40 a pound or something like that for the whole market pen, which wasn't bad.
Pretty
and I
good.
sold it to my family, our family friend Annette Walters, and she goes, "Well, Joke," they called me Joke, and she goes,
That tracks.
"Well, Joke, this is really good. We've been looking for some rabbit for a while." And I was like, "Oh, good. Are you gonna raise them or let them out?" And she's like, "Oh no, honey, we're eating them." And I just remember being like, "Oh my god!" I ran into the bunny barn. I ran into the bunny barn. I'm just looking at them, and all I could think was, we had raised like 24 babies, and I hand selected these 3 to win because they were my favorite 3 bunnies.
No. That's
of the
so
group.
sad. Fuck, dude.
And
that's
away they went.
tragic.
Well, you know what? Annette taught me an even better lesson because she said, she goes, "We will butcher one of them. We'll take the other 2." And she goes, "We're going to let them out on our farm." She's like, "But they're going to not live as good of a life as if they did if we butchered them." Like, she did it to teach me a lesson.
Oh, yeah.
They're white rabbits
Right.
in the middle of the time, and they aren't used to what it would be like on the outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she did, and she wasn't being like morbid, but she just called me like 2 weeks later, and she's like, "Joe, I got bad news. Both the bunnies are gone." So,
Annette sounds like a bitch.
well,
dog.
she owns lambs and horses, and she's a country gal.
Yeah, I know, but
She
like,
teach you a
hey,
lesson.
little guy, just so they're dead
She
now.
wasn't doing it to be mean. She was trying to say, like, I know what you're thinking is the good thing. Is not the good thing.
Okay.
To have them and to set them free is not actually like as wonderful and freeing as you'd think.
Fair.
Yeah, and
but
so they
still.
just got wrecked.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
I bet they
Then I thought, oh shit, you should have ate them.
Oh, fuck. You missed out on some rabbit, dude. Sorry about that.
Then,
Why
then
would
the
you
very,
listen to me?
Very next year, I did the same exact thing, except for I was okay with it.
Yeah. Aw. That's...
I knew what was happening that year.
Feels sociopathic.
Those rabbits were fucking zipped.
He's like, these are my favorite. I don't care
That's-
that they're going to die, though.
That's 4-H. And that's what 4-H is all about. Teaching
That's
kids
true.
to be okay with letting the animals die.
America. Yeah. Dude.
It is kind of
Yeah.
sad.
It is sad. I didn't think about... See, I guess I'm glad that I didn't had chickens growing up. Because, like, I wanted to be in 4-H. All my friends were in 4-H. Like, my friend Sarah showed horses and stuff and goats.
Oh, she was like equestrian.
Yeah,
and-
so
yeah.
like I would stay at the campground with them sometimes, but but I always wanted to do the stuff too, and my mom was like, "No, we aren't doing chickens because I'm afraid of chickens." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Why are you afraid of chickens?" I was heartbroken and mad because
Yeah.
I wanted to be included. I wanted to be a
I-
part of something, and she was like, "I got chased by chickens," and I was like, "Oh my god, when you were young?" And she was like, "I was 17," and I was like, "You, how dare you deprive me of this?"
I was attacked by chickens at
It's
17.
a whole ass adult.
Why don't she fight back?
Yeah, kick it, dude.
Can't fight the
Fucking
birds.
Kick the chicken.
Dude, honestly,
Fight the birds.
chickens suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're cute.
Well, they are, but they're dumb.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah.
they are food.
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
No. I love
It's not
chicky
like you can't-
tendies.
Yeah, dude.
I love chicky tendies.
Well, it's just what kind of chicken. That's the thing is about it that's so funny because you can be racist with chickens. You can be like, oh, that's a Rhode Island. We're gonna keep that one. Oh, it's a regular Cornish hen. Fucking dead.
We can be racist.
You
with
don't
chickens.
raise Cornish hens. You just raise them to eat them. But Rhode Island's one of those little Rockies. Dude, those ones, they're staying, man. They're cool. Those are the ones that have the long...
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say describe them because I
the
wasn't in
Rhode
4-H.
Islands are the reds.
Okay.
The ones that have that like reddish brown all
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, they're
like
pretty.
auburn. They're very pretty.
They're like the classic
Yep.
chicken.
The Rockies are the
Yeah.
ones that obviously they're the ones with the dark gray with black speckles, and the
those are
males when they
pretty.
puff up, their feathers go kind of almost straight out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but they're mean. Dude.
Oh yeah,
They're mean.
those
Yeah,
are they're
fun.
mean.
It's fun. It's fun because they're mean. No. I just don't know why I talk like Dr. Phil. Oh my gosh, dude! 4-H was fun. Were you big into going to the fair or anything?
Yeah.
Did you, what
Oh,
fairs
yeah.
did you go to?
Oh, Berry County Fair.
Berry
That was
County.
basically just it. Yeah, Berry County
What was
Fair.
that like?
Awesome. Oh, so cool, dude. I fucking love the fair. I love the fair, dude.
tight.
I go crazy for the fair. To this day, I missed it this last summer and I was devastated.
Were you-
'cause- what?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
My parents now live like right down the road from the fair. And so like I could just walk there if I wanted to.
Oh,
But like they had all those shitty, scary rides that you're gonna die on.
Oh
you know?
yeah,
Oh
with
yeah,
put together
dude.
by just the lowest cast of
yeah.
society.
They were always yelling at you to play the games and shit. They were yelling at you.
Oh, yeah.
They're not like, hey, do you want to play this game? They're like, hey, pussy.
Yeah.
Come play this fucking dart game.
They tease people.
Bitch, you won't.
Tease men for not being able to throw and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a time where this sounds like it's out of Mayberry, but this is true. So every time we had the Osceola County Fair, which was a spectacular fair, and it's held in, guess where? Everett, Michigan.
You're kidding.
E-Town.
E-Town. Evart.
Evart. How dare you? But
I'll never say it right again.
they go up to the Midway. You go up to the Midway, and my grandma would give each one of her grandkids $10 to play the Midway.
Yeah.
And I would grab that $10. I'd run over to the one where you throw the darts at the balloons.
I love that game.
And I would try to win those extremely cheap plastic ninja swords with the cheap plastic little sheath.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I must have had 40 of them fucking things.
Dude.
I wouldn't even play to get higher. I would just play to keep
just
winning
want the swords.
And I
And
dual
that's when
wield,
they should have
dual wield through the
discovered
Midway.
that you have autism. Yeah.
Oh, straight up.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
There's
That was your diagnosis.
There's a picture of me as a child holding a trash can with a stick, and I have slip-ons on.
Yeah.
I'm as autistic as they come. That was my shield.
That's not as
defending
autistic as they come.
Well,
But
not
yeah.
as they come, but it's
But it's there.
it's autistic.
It's up there.
It's autistic.
Exactly.
I was gonna say I'm country autistic.
Yeah.
Because there's another photo of me in the house with my BB gun
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and no shoes, obviously, but got my sweatpants on.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Anaheim Mighty Ducks jersey, and I'm standing in front of Walker, Texas Ranger, because I used to stand in front of my family and do the whole Walker, Texas Ranger theme song with my BB gun. In front of the whole I'd stand by whenever it got to be like 9:50, I'd go run into my room. There, go, he's going. He's going. He's going to get it. And I come out there dressed in my dopest outfit, which was obviously the purple sweats and the Anaheim Ducks. And go out there.
Fashion sweaty. Look it up.
In the eyes of the Ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better known the truth from wrong from right. Because the eyes of the Ranger are upon you. Hell yeah. Anything you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you.
So scary.
Because that's where the Ranger's gonna be.
That's a threat. Oh my god. Pew.
I couldn't shoot it in the
Right,
house,
obviously.
but I would have if they let me. It was some dumb shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was real life.
Oh my, now do the thing that you did in the car earlier, the Lizard King one.
Oh fuck, James Spader.
Yeah. It was so funny.
I will not be bested by some soft penis, affluent debutante. You want to start a street fight with me? That's okay, but you don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King. James, that's just a shout out to James Spader. I didn't
Shout
do that
out James
very
Spader.
well.
Follow James Spader on
Yeah,
social media.
that guy's fantastic. Robert
I'm the
California.
fucking Lizard King.
You don't even know my real name.
I want to be the Lizard King.
But don't be surprised how ugly it gets. That's what he says. You can start a street fight with me, but don't be surprised how ugly it gets. You don't even know my real name. He's a spirit. What a great line. And also calling a guy a soft penis debutante.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
That's
I'm gonna
really
use
good.
that.
That is really good. Dude, okay, so I want to go back to fair. So
Okay,
it was
yeah.
the Barry County Fair?
Berry County Fair.
Put me in a day in the life. What would you do when you start at the fair? Where do you go?
Okay, so the first thing we do is you have to go through the expo center to get to the fair.
Okay.
So you have to look at all the people trying
gotta
to
look at the
sell
art.
you tubs and shit. No,
Ceramics.
we didn't even go to the art section. We had a goal. We were going to the fair. We had to sit through the politicians and the fucking the cops being like, love us, and because they all had booths.
We never had
real?
that.
You didn't
No.
have that?
You had to
Dude.
go through a barrage of getting just
Yeah.
catcalled by politicians and police officers.
Yeah, there was politicians, local politicians, police officers, fucking don't kill babies. Was a big
Oh,
one.
of course, don't kill babies. They're gonna be
Don't
at the
kill
fair.
babies. We
Hey,
need them.
I know we're selling babies in the back
Right,
here,
but,
baby animals.
Those are just animals. don't kill the human babies.
Yeah.
And then people
4-H,
try and
helping hands.
yeah.
Helping hands.
Then there was also people selling roofing,
Oh, that's a Midwestern thing.
Oh, yeah.
I would for a second I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know why I said it like
Well,
that.
if you would have said it the way I hear it normally, which is terrible, just a roof.
A roof, yeah.
A roof.
Selling roofs.
Selling roofs. I would have known what you meant. When you said roofs, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't think that's how you say the
What is a
plural
roof?
of roof. I don't think
It's
it's
a roof.
roofs. It's not like hooves.
It's a roof.
It's a roof.
It's not a frog, it's a frog.
Frag.
Hey, look, it's a frog.
It's gay. But
Do you understand that?
they really didn't like gay frogs in Hastings
God.
at the Berry County Fair.
No. So you're going through, you had to go through the expo, is that
Yeah,
what you called it?
it's the Expo Center.
Okay.
Which was actually where my friend Tricia got married, which was super fun, but not during the fair. Sorry,
Would've been cool.
I didn't take my medication. Anyway, I got distracted. But now I can't remember.
Going through the expo
Yeah,
center.
and people like selling like showers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you emerge and then right at the end, right before you get to go into the fair, like there's the person selling the candied nuts. Like candied pecans and shit.
Oh, yeah, like
and
honey
you
roasted
always
almonds?
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
dude, that smell, man. Honey roasted almonds.
Oh my
the
God,
best.
dude.
Makes me think of the
Yeah.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
That's another topic, but
Yeah, dude.
So you go through the expo, then the nuts.
the nuts. You gotta get past the nuts to get to the fair. But
Do you go through the politicians, the police, the no killing babies, and then you get through the nuts.
nuts, dude.
Just kind of like the circle of life.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Wow. It's a circle of life.
That's what you're thinking when you're walking through the Berry County Expo.
Just butchering an African language, singing a song you don't understand.
When we first arrived.
on the planet.
Vote for me, Darrell Walker,
Darrell
2024.
Mufasa should have lived. But
Oh, that's so good.
Scar was
Yeah.
misunderstood.
So now you're in the fair.
Yeah, you're in the fair. You have your nuts, and so if you got your nuts.
Yep.
And if you turn left, there's like the garden, like the flowers and shit, and like the tractors and shit. I didn't give a fuck. Okay, I wanted the fun stuff. So we did it right, and there are a couple more politicians in the sun, because they wanted, I don't know, to get some tan.
Yeah,
But
they paid more, so they got to be out. They got to be out in the open.
yeah,
They got the open booth.
Yeah.
Those lucky fuckers.
I don't know about that. This shit was hot as
Out
fuck
there
in the summer,
sweating
dog.
with a red tie on.
They have their button up, but it's all sweat.
Sweaty. They're sweaty button ups.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Sweaty
dude,
button ups.
God bless
It's a cool
local
band name.
politics.
Sweaty
button
button-ups.
ups.
Dibs. Anyway. Welcome to the stage, the Sweaty Button-Ups. We're a reggae band.
I just see it like a name, first.
Sweaty Butt.
Pete McGrath and the Sweaty Button Ups.
The name's Button-Ups. Sweaty Button-Ups. Anyway, but yeah, you pass the Sweaty Button-Ups. Doing their set, and then and then so you turn, and there's a long like road, and if you first follow it all the way down, like it goes to the animals and shit, like the barns and stuff. But like on the side of it is all the food. Ooh. My favorite is there's this one where like they make like steak and like mushroom like bits, you know, like chunks.
Oh, like chunk them up?
Yeah, and
Okay.
potatoes and shit,
Is
dog.
there like cheese on top of that beast? Yeah, heck yeah.
Wet. But
Sweat.
it's
Wet.
so good.
Gotta go like a turbo jet.
That's how I felt every time.
Berry County Fair.
County Fair.
Sweat. Wet. That's the intro.
Berry
Then
County
the sweaty
Fair.
button-up guy comes after him. He's eating the mushrooms. Sweat.
It's so
Wet.
fucking good, dude.
Hell yeah, dog.
And then there was like, I feel like my makeup's running. But then they had like deep fried Oreos.
Oh shit.
And they had, yeah, dude. And
God,
they
you
had
guys
like
went full Midwest.
Oh yeah.
That's
Berry
beautiful.
County Fair don't play around, dude.
Dude, we only had one thing that served food at the fair, and it was she's this German woman who would only take cash. There was no card. You didn't do card. And she did like
respect that.
She did it was all Dean Foods milk, and she did like toffee bars, and she did like nothing cooked. And then at night they did like hot dogs for you, right?
Yeah.
But she would come up, she would forget who everyone was.
Right.
So she would just
Fuck
say
you, dude.
she'd say, "We'll see you around," every time when she, because she didn't want to know your
Aw.
name, but she'd go, She goes, "What you want?" And she's like, she's just tall. She's German. she's fucking huge. I was little, but she was like 6 footer. You know,
yeah.
she go
6 footer.
What you want? And I'd go, toffee bar and a chocolate milk. Okay, toffee bar, chocolate milk, 75 cents. And I'd give her the 75 cents. She'd take it, give her the $1, give me the quarter back. Shanks, we'll see you around. And then she'd turn around and go back to doing her shit.
Dude, with inflation, that's $1.50 now.
Yeah. Oh God, it's even worse. Yeah. But yeah, she was running a market up there.
Yeah, dude, she was running that shit.
I don't even know what her name was. The old German lady.
That was her name.
Yeah.
That was her God-given name.
Sitting in cow barns, sitting in hay.
Yeah.
The cow, the same hay my cow was bedding in after I'd pulled the shit out of it, eating toffee bars and drinking chocolate milk. It was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like the life.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I have to keep going back to where you're at. We've gone through Expo. Mm-hmm. It's sweat. We got the good food. Got the nuts.
Dude. Yep. And it's classic. There's so much food. There's so much and tons of places to get food. There's like pizza, corn dogs, elephant ears, cotton candy, lemonade. The fresh squeezed lemonade booth, dude. People standing in a giant lemon making lemonade.
Oh yeah.
My sister worked for them for 2 summers.
She was a lemon.
She was a lemon for a while, dude. But
did they have to dress like lemons?
No, I was just picturing that.
Wouldn't that have been just the most emasculating shit? You're gonna be a lemon in a lemon building making lemonade.
Yeah.
For $7 an hour.
Exactly. if you're good, if you're a good lemon,
and they're not gonna tip you because they're gonna look around and go, well, they got enough money to make everything a lemon. I don't got to give them extra money.
Yeah.
Their motto is when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Theirs is when life gives you lemons, you make people lemons.
Yeah, when life gives you don't have enough lemons, you become the lemon. You are one with the lemon.
Be the lemon. See the lemon.
The reason it tastes so good is because we are one with the lemons.
You have to have a special connection with the lemons.
You have to be the lemon.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't know your sister was a lemon.
Yeah, well, I don't like her. She's a lemon.
Nice.
I hate lemons. No, I'm just kidding. I love lemons. Anyway. But yeah, so the lemonade and shit. And then, but then if you turn right before you get all the way down, there's all the rides, and you have to go to a booth and buy the fucking wristband.
Or you get the tickets,
or
right?
the tickets, yeah. Which
but
is
you're
always
a wristbander.
When I was with my Mima, I was a wristbander.
Bougie.
When I was with my dad, we did tickets.
Yeah, my dad was a ticket guy.
Poor.
Yep. My dad wasn't poor, but he didn't give a shit. So he wasn't going to give me tickets to ride. He'd be like, you got something to do with the animals. You got to have something to do with the animals. There ain't no goddamn way you're spending all your time up in the Midway.
He's like, you're here to work.
He's like, he goes, I'll let you look. I'll let you go up there. But if you ain't back in a half hour, I'm going to check the rabbit trays. If there's any bit of shit in there, you ain't doing your job.
Damn, Dad.
He'd have the tickets to take away half the tickets.
Oh, that's so
That's
sad.
why he always relied
and then he went on the rides.
That's why he always relied on
fuck them kids, dude.
Exactly.
I'm going on the rides.
That's why he always relied on Grandma's $10.
Yeah.
Old Faithful.
Yeah, Old Faithful,
Old
dude.
Faith. Nani's got it.
Nani's got it.
Don't worry about it. Nani's got it.
Mima's got this shit,
Heck
dude.
yeah. I said, Dad, I don't care about that rabbit shit. I'll be dual wielding some plastic swords here in about 10 minutes.
I'm going to take those tickets back by force.
Yep. My dad hates all rides. He's not, he don't do any of that. He doesn't even like going over the Mackinac Bridge.
His inner child is what it is. I think your dad just needs to heal.
I think that's exactly what scared him from all of it. I don't think his inner child healed, and I don't think his outer or adult child will either.
I just think as a person, my dad needs to work through some stuff.
I think he pretty much knows he doesn't want to deal with that shit.
That's fair. Hey, you know what? I can respect that too. Be like, I know I got shit to do. I don't want to.
Yeah, I didn't realize it because I didn't think my dad was religious. Mm-hmm. He kind of was, but I didn't think he was actually subscribed to a real belief system until I was riding through Nebraska with him and Mom one time. And Mom was talking about how happy she was about a cousin of mine that got married and how they did it the right way and they waited and she, about this whole thing. And my dad says nothing. He's just driving down the wide open road, says nothing. My mom goes into the rest area and Dad goes, do you know what I think? And I thought, oh my God, he's going to say something. And I said, yeah.
He's never spoken to me before in my life.
Yes, I do.
Tell me something, Dad.
I said, yeah. He goes, I think that I don't really give a shit about anything. And I went, oh my God, he's Buddhist.
Oh my
Who would
God.
have thought Dad's Buddhist?
Wow. That's hilarious.
He knew the sauce.
I don't give a shit about
No,
anything.
he said, I just think I don't give a shit about anything.
All right. Fair enough, Dad.
He said it in such a sincere way.
You know what,
I had to respect
son?
it.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like he went backwards on it. Like he really did realize the key where he's like, no, if you don't care, it's fine.
Yeah. There's a lyric by Noah Khan where he goes, I stopped caring about a month ago, and since then it's been smooth sailing. And I'm like, yeah.
God, if that ain't him, probably.
Yeah. Your dad wrote that song.
For the most
Your
part.
dad's Noah Khan?
Yeah, my dad is Noah Khan.
Oh my God, I'm in love with your dad.
Noah Khan Elder. If I called him Noah Khan, he'd punch me.
Oh yeah, dude.
His name's Tom. That ain't no goddamn
His
Noah
name's
Khan.
Tom.
It's great. My dad is a younger version and nicer to his wife version of Frank from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh Lord.
That's
oh my God. I
like
loved that show growing
quippy and
up.
fun. Never mean to my mom though.
No.
Mean to every other human being in the room.
That's cute.
but not my mom.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It is cute, but not
If that's
really
not-
because he's mean.
If it's not like that for me, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I gotta be the only person you're nice to. That's
Yeah.
not true. That
Well,
sounds toxic.
They're
I don't
mean
like
to
that.
each other, but in a fun way. You know, they
Yeah.
do mean. They do. Because they both grew up on farms. My dad
Yeah.
grew up with Holsteins, the
Right.
black and white ones. Mom grew up with Jersey cows, which are the brown ones. And so my mom will always talk shit about the cows, you know. And she'll
Fucking
go
shit talk
when
cows.
she taught us when we were little kids how to do impressions of each cow, and she'd be like, "Okay, kids, everyone do a Jersey cow," and we go moo, and she go, "Okay, everyone do a Holstein." We go, and it make them all pissed. And that's their one family run. And then the other one that they got is anyone who doesn't look very appealing on the road is always a family member of the other person. So it'll be driving down the road. My dad will be like, "Oh, look, everybody, it's your Uncle Mark. Say hi." That's always a pretty good one.
Ruthless, dude. That's awesome.
So Dad's not nice.
No.
but he's nice to Mom.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Mom's nice to
Dad's
everybody.
not
It's kind of funny.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how my dad treats people.
I would guess not good. Well, if you don't know, you might have an assumption.
I just don't. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's funny.
I'll ask my brother. He still talks to him. Anyway.
Yeah. So we're doubling, tripling, quadrupling back.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we
Very
went through the
fair.
midway, but when you go through the animal barns, which animal barn you going through?
All of them.
Any specific order, or did you have one that you liked most, or did you have a circuit?
I would. So basically, I would go if I had to go through like the rabbits and like if I had extra time, I would go through the rabbits and like the ducks and chickens and shit. But my main event was the horses because I was a horse girl who just didn't have horses. But my friend Sarah had 7 of them.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
Sarah!
I know.
She had 7 horses.
Shout out Sarah Sixberry.
Was she a lone child?
No. She had a couple siblings, and her dad, I think, he works for the police, and like he's not a sheriff, but he works for the police. And then her mom was a coach, and she actually coached me.
A coach like in high school?
Yeah.
How the fuck
Middle
they got
school and high
7
school.
horses?
I don't know.
With a guy that works for the police and a high school coach.
Dude, fuck if I know. And they had goats too. They had like horses
That's
and goats.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, goats are cool. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they got some club-footed horses.
No, dude, they were awesome. My favorite one, his name was
we had
Nitro.
2.5.
Jesus. Dude, no, these horses were sick. I love
Yeah.
them. And then like so Nitro was my favorite because he was just like very
Nitro?
young and he wasn't like broken yet, but he liked me and I don't know why.
Oh, cool.
But he'd just come running up to me and I'd be like, "I love you," and like I don't know. I love horses. They're so cute. They smell funny. I love them.
Yeah, they do.
I
They
love
are
horse
funny.
smell.
Yeah, I love horses, but I have had bad
Well,
encounters with them
I'm
more
sure.
than
More than
eno-
good ones?
more than enough times.
Oh, okay.
No, not
I
more
was
than good
like,
ones, but
good
more
God,
than
you
enough.
have bad horses.
So yeah, we used to. The horses, I got bit a few times here and
Damn.
there.
You got bit?
One of the times I got bit by our the first horse we got was named Candy Bar, right? We named her Candy Bar. She was the only horse that had papers, and Bar had to be in her name. So my dad, being very creative, went Candy Bar. Bam, that's the horse's name.
Candy Bar.
He nailed it.
Yeah.
And then she had a foal with Danny Clubfoot Tennessee Walker Danny before he was clubbed up. He'd probably got clubbed too, but before they had a foal, and we named the foal Snickers.
Oh, Sarah had one named Snickers.
And then Snickers had a foal that we named Kit Kat.
Oh.
And even to this day,
Yeah.
Snickers was born in 1990 when I was 3, and Snickers is still alive and my mom's trail horse.
That horse is older
super
than
healthy.
me.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my
33.
God.
Snickers is 33.
Weird.
Yeah. So,
Dope.
but we
Old
had
ass
all
horse.
those. We had all those old horses.
Yeah.
It was just, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, dude, I really loved going over to Sarah's house because that was just where we hung out. Like, it was just the place where we would go and hang out, or my house. But like, I liked going to Sarah's because of the horses and the goats and stuff. And she had a goat named Scotty, and he was really cool.
Yeah.
And when he was a baby, he would like suck on my finger.
Pervert. Yeah, you're a dirty pervert. That's gross. Oh God. Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna admit to
No,
that.
it wasn't like that. I didn't
Yeah,
even
you
know.
just shoved my fingers down this goat's throat. Yeah, we'll find out
It's
what
Hastings,
you like.
dude. No.
Yeah. That's really crazy.
Can you edit that out?
Nope, staying in. You're a dirty pervert.
You're a dirty goat.
You heard it here first, shoving her fingers in animals'
I
mouths
wasn't
and
shoving
shit.
my finger. That's just dangerous. You
Doing it
can't
like
just
it's
shove
a
your
Twilight movie. Just touching lips. Yeah, you can do it better than I would. That's a good song.
That's how I spent most of this past summer. It was just randomly going, and I don't know why.
That song, that fucking song. So, in college, I spent a lot of time in Congress with a woman that liked Twilight, and I had one of those TVs. I had one of those TVs that had the DVD in the side that you put into the side of the TV,
Yeah.
and it would automatically just play the play screen of the DVD.
Yeah.
And Twilight's DVD play screen, boom, doo, boom,
Yeah.
doo, doo, gong, right?
Yeah.
And because we would be
Fucking.
fucking in Congress,
Fucking.
because we'd be fooling around, that song is like a bang anthem to me. It's all I hear is and I just think I loved college. College was fun. I never even seen Twilight. You know what I'm saying? Well, I barely knew what I seen it, but I never saw it.
Oh, okay.
I had subliminally picked it
I
up
know
over
you've
all that
seen
time.
it since because I made you watch it.
Yes, I've seen it since. Yes,
I love those movies.
the broody.
They're so fucking dumb.
Staring. You know the one
They're
that
so
I.
stupid.
What's so funny about me, about watching movies like this, is because I'm such a jock that I can suspend the reality that it's a family of vampires and a family of werewolves and a woman being protected by a man that's 900 years old. But I will get all of that thrown away, and it becomes a stark reality when I see him throw something. And I go, oh my God,
Like
you
the
are such
fucking
little
baseball scene,
actors.
dude.
They're like, let's go and play throw.
Dude, Alice's
You're like, that
she
guy
kicks
had
up and she
900
throws.
years.
Dude,
Edward had 900
Edward
years to
wasn't
throw.
900 years old. He was 117.
Okay, so he had 117 years to learn how to correctly throw a ball. Never made goalposts. Never went over top of the shoulder. You know, just pathetic.
Sports wasn't his forte. Dog.
It's true. It's just
he played the piano.
funny that he can crash that car, and I'm like, yeah, plausible.
Yeah.
But the minute they throw, I was like, nah, he's a pussy.
This is a work of fiction.
Yeah, that and Top Gun.
Yeah.
When Tom Cruise, when Tom Cruise emotionally, when the emotionally charged moment that he throws his dog chags into the water,
Yeah.
he throws it like such a wussy.
Yeah, well, it's Tom Cruise. I don't know
Yeah,
what you
but
expect.
the guy now jumps off the side of buildings and stuff. It's just funny
can't
to think
throw.
he can't. They should have had a stunt guy throw that thing.
He
for
does
him.
his own stunts, Joe.
That was such an elbow in throw, though. He shot put at it, you know.
He shot
and he
put
did
at
it
it.
so angry, but it was so
Uh-huh.
emotionally crap, you know, because
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh, he threw like a girl.
Yeah, well, I didn't
Okay.
want to say it.
Yeah, I can. I can
But
say
I
it.
also actually, and I'm not trying to be weird here, I'm not going to say that, having 3 sisters.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And 2 of them that were all-state pitchers that can out-throw my ass any day of the week. I ain't going to say that. But he did throw it like a wussy baby.
That's true.
As a wussy baby throw.
I shouldn't say like a girl either because I played softball for years, dude. I was like, I can throw.
And we had, in terms of like throwing like a guy, we had a catcher that couldn't throw down to second base. So
Pathetic.
It was.
Whoever that was, if you're watching this, pathetic.
Derek guy.
What?
I just said his name. He would oomph when he threw it to, and it was like, don't do that.
It sounds like me getting up out of a chair.
Dude. It was just don't do it. He was a good hitter.
Oh, that's good. Batting was my thing. I was really good at it.
You're a good hitter?
I was a really good hitter. And that actually ended up I was on the JV team my freshman year of high school because I was good at it. But that was also the year that they found the tumor on my ovary. Yeah, and so they took it out. Obviously, they didn't just leave it in there.
They're like, "Oh, that sucks. You got that
Bummer,
now.
dude. Go play the game." But like they took it out, and then after that, I went back to playing softball, and I wasn't as good as I used to be. And I was like, they took my power.
They took your lucky
they
tumor.
took my essence, dude. It was my twin. It was my twin that was good at softball, not me, dude.
Your twin had fantastic hand-eye coordination.
Dude, when they took my twin out of my ovary,
Yeah, probably didn't have anything to do with just being sore when you turn your hips. It had way more to do with it being the magic of the ovary.
It was my
cyst.
twin. Yeah, it was Judas.
That sounds like a book you should write. The magic of the ovary cyst.
The magic of the ovary cyst.
It's like Lord of the Rings.
It's kind of,
But for girls.
but for girls.
It's like the Lord of the Ring, but for chicks.
Because they don't watch the normal one.
Yeah, it's just a big purse with an eye at the top. And Sargon's wearing Dolce & Gabbana. So I don't know. I don't know what girls
The
like.
one ring, the one ring has a diamond on it, and their nails are manicured, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds fun.
It does kind of sound fun, dude. Fucking, it is. My twin tumor thing is kind of like something out of a fantasy thing because it was gross. I have pictures. of it.
I know. You talk about
Yeah,
it.
I do. I talk about it a lot because it was a big thing, dude. I literally ate my twin in the womb.
Yeah, that's powerful.
I know, dude. I'm the one that made it.
You've killed a person.
I know. I was the one that
You kill
made
people.
it. I kill people, dude.
Who cares about your documentation? You kill people.
I got my papers and everything, but I also I'm a murderer.
I have a registered vehicle, but I kill people.
I have a social security card, but also
That's cool.
I murdered my twin. Yeah, I had a friend in college who like kind of looked like me. Like his name was Jacob, and we would joke that he was just my twin from an alternate universe that came to this one to kill me.
Oh, that sounds like some
To get
Salvador Dali
revenge.
shit.
Who?
Salvador Dali. The painter?
Oh yeah, okay.
He was his. Oh,
I don't know
No, but
anything.
it's just connected to this. No, he.
Did he eat his twin in the womb?
No, but he had a older brother that passed away like right in birth, and his parents were convinced that he was that kid again a second time. So they named the first kid Salvador Dali, and they named this one Salvador, but they told him he was raised his whole life being like, you aren't you, you're the firstborn kid to come back the second time. Which when you think about that, and then you see his like melty clock shit, you're like, yeah, I get
That
it.
makes sense.
I get it.
That tracks.
He's all about dreams and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he was the guy that had those like
Yeah.
that weird, long, thin.
Mustache.
Yeah.
Mustache.
Well, and it was like crazy
Yeah.
thin.
A
and
handlebar, or is
yeah.
it just pointy?
It was like Wario, like just goofing, you know, or like
right.
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that
Waluigi.
that's why that was your Waluigi?
Waluigi. Yeah, that was it.
What?
was
This
pretty
is
good.
this. I can do. Well, I'll try to do the Wario laugh. Like, when he gets you with the red shell. He always starts with that one.
I've been practicing my Scooby-Doo laugh.
Rocket.
Okay, it's not gonna. First one's never good. Okay, gotta get into it. Hold on.
I won't watch you.
Thanks. Not like I'm being recorded. Okay, let's go. No, see, I told you the first one's never good. Let me
That's
get
not
into
bad. Yeah.
I can't do it now.
Take two.
I can't do it now. Now I can't do it.
Worse. No, I'm just
Worse. Dude,
hey, Kyle.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
shit,
was
look
okay.
at
Well,
Kyle.
fine.
Reggie?
Oh, okay.
Like zoink, Scoob.
That was well.
Fucking
Who was
show me up, God.
who was Shaggy? Wasn't that like Casey Kasem or somebody?
No, that was Fred.
Oh yeah. Who was
Fuck if I know.
Scooby or Shaggy? Shaggy was one of those people before too.
Like zoink,
Because I don't think Fred wasn't Casey Kasem.
zoink.
I'm Casey Kasem. You know, that's terrible, dude. You were talking about how you do song with a cover.
It's mostly just the one.
Okay, well then I want to hear it. You tease it. What was it though?
It was Forrest Gump
Okay.
singing "Careless Whisper."
This is okay. Forrest Gump singing "Careless Whisper."
I'm never gonna dance again. You can't dance, Lieutenant Dan. You ain't got no legs. But that's just it. It's just that one. It's just that one part.
Ain't never gonna
dance again.
You ain't got no
You
legs,
ain't
Dan.
got no legs.
That's not bad.
Because there's a soundbite on TikTok
dumb.
where it's that one guy who was like, "God damn it, Gump. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs." And I go, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
You're a goddamn genius. I love that. That's the sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant.
Yes, drill sergeant.
That was the best. And he got bug bit him. Bug bit him in the middle of the Vietnam War.
I'd like to see that. And he just pulls his fucking pants down.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what a cool thing. So what I found out about that movie, like just how they did that, is they actually they didn't do it digitally the way people think they did about integrating him into the film and stuff like that.
How did they do?
Like
They used time travel.
He outside of it, they blocked out and planned a whole entire room. The way they like looked at the actual recordings, blocked out the entire room of how it was. It wasn't like a green screen like it was now. And they had to move him through that space, and then they used it and used the lighting to integrate him into it, like patching him into it physically into the film. Wow. So like to do what they did was amazing in the 90s.
Yeah,
because
dude.
what we see now is we go, well, we think green screen digitally, so easy. But like they did it, it was just wildly.
A caveman could do it.
Yeah, it's just very cool.
Yeah.
You know, very cool
That
way
is
of doing
pretty
it.
sick.
But they did use CGI when Lieutenant Dan swings his legs over the railing.
Yeah.
There's actually a cut in the railing, and he had green screen feet on, and he
sense.
swung him through the railing, but they just edited that.
Yeah.
So it looked like he hopped it over. But that's dope.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump's great.
I love Forrest Gump. Like that used to be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And
I like when he
soundtrack
yells at the guy
fucks.
about Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah, that
Greenbow, Alabama!
I think about that twice a week.
And
I
when
don't
he-
know why.
And when he comes in and sees his mom, what's the matter, Mama? That one, I like that one too.
Dude, we were at work the other day, and we were talking about the scene where he's like talking to Jenny about his son, and he's like, is he smart or is he like me? And I was just like, oh God,
I
that's
know.
so sad.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Forrest.
Forrest, good stuff. That man,
Forrest.
that guy lived a full life. That Forrest Gump.
My dad
three
would
presidents.
met 3 presidents, played a bunch of ping pong,
Ran football for Alabama.
yeah,
Played
dude.
ping pong. Fought in Vietnam.
He did it. He did it all.
Ran all the way across the country.
Has a boat with does shrimping.
Yeah. Gave all the money to Bubba Gump's mom.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
if only that were all real.
Right.
It's not. It's not.
Are you telling me?
You know how the real
movie isn't real?
You know how the real Forrest
That's not
Gump.
a documentary.
You know how the real Forrest Gump ends? He's running in those little stilts away from those guys
Yeah.
driving in the truck.
And he doesn't make
and he
it.
don't get away.
They kill him, dude.
Yep.
They murdered him.
That's it.
Yep.
That's the end of Forrest Gump.
No, you're not wrong.
There's no Rebel Rouser playing. Bow, 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 bow. No, that's just the roll credits, dude.
That's
Forrest
the
didn't make
movie
it.
ends there.
Yeah. Well, he didn't go play ping pong, I don't think.
Ping pong in heaven.
Oh shoot. So stand-up wise, let's talk shop. Talk turkey for a minute. No.
I'm just kidding.
So how long have you been doing stand-up for?
I don't know. So I like 2 years, technically.
Like officially 2 years, right?
Yeah.
But you've been around the scene and connected to it for a while. I mean, especially
for
like
5 years.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the Grand Rapids scene where a lot of the open mic world was built up in places like Fulton Street Pub, which is where you worked. You were there all the time.
Yeah.
That was a big deal too. The comic hangs and
And I only before the pandemic, the handful of sets I did, I only did them at Fulton Street Pub because I was too scared to go anywhere else.
When was your first set? Do you remember what year at least?
I know. 2019? Question mark?
Okay.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it very legitimately now for
for 2 years. Yeah. 2 years.
Which is great.
It was 2 years in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about Michigan scene?
I don't have anything to compare it to. I've never done comedy anywhere
Well,
else.
don't say that. Talk about how good it is.
It's amazing.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's so good, dude.
No.
Grand Rapids is great.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. Well,
And you can quote me on that.
The Grand Rapids of is great.
It's great.
yeah. Did you? And you had a background in theater as well, though,
Yes.
too. So like you have a really strong stage presence already.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, well, you know who you are when you're on stage.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I'm Christa everywhere, but specifically on stage.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do you think some of that comes from being a little bit more comfortable in other realms of performing on stage?
Oh yeah, dude. Because I didn't have to figure. I mean, we all had to figure it out, but I just knew how to be on stage. I obviously still got nervous. I still get stage fright and shit. But I studied theater for 5 years. I have a degree in it. So I'm a bartender now. But hell
yeah.
hell yeah. But yeah, I was in a ton of shows. I was always on stage, and so I just know how to be up there and how to stay calm.
Yeah.
And I know what I do when I get nervous. So I just either have to really focus on not doing that. When I get nervous, I found out when I was acting, when I got nervous, I would just talk really, really fast, just so fast. And so now I know that I have to slow down and just talk. And now when I'm doing stand up, it's a lot easier because I just feel like I'm talking to people. So I'm not doing lines or anything.
Yeah. Which in a way is a little harder.
Yeah.
It's funny that, I mean, something that I've kind of experienced is when you think you have it locked down word for word and it is more like a script, it's not even about the delivery part of it. That's harder to maintain than you just knowing that you're trying to get the idea of what you're trying to say through, right?
Yeah.
Which is just interesting about...
Yeah.
It actually doesn't feel more relieving to have every word picked out and go, okay, this is going to be how I do it. It's actually worse.
Yeah, it is. And it's harder. It's so much harder to do stand up than it is to do theater.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I have to come up with the words. When I was doing theater, if you didn't like what I was doing, that was Shakespeare's fault. But if I'm on stage and you don't like what I'm doing with stand up,
yeah,
that's my fault.
I see.
And I can't handle that. So, but I do.
It is a lot. But, yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a fun scene here in Michigan in terms of how active it's gotten in the last few years.
Yeah,
we talk
dude.
about that a lot in the podcast, but man, it is so different just to have the access to open mics in our hometown. So awesome.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
That's the beginning of really getting the work in and putting the time.
Yeah, for real. And I like to at work. I talk up comedy in Grand Rapids at work constantly because it's always people traveling because Bruce Chris is in the Amway, and so I'll be on the bar and people will be like, what's fun to do in town? I'm like, do you like to laugh? I say that. I don't say it like that.
Nice sell. Do you hunch over? Do you like to laugh?
You guys want to buy a sundial? But no.
Creep. Open your mouth. Are you a goat? Yeah, you pervert.
I hate you. Are you a goat? Pervert. I'm not a pervert. But whenever someone's looking for stuff to do, I'm like, well, if you like comedy, there is comedy every single night, and I tell them what bars, what time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever go, but I'd still tell
No,
them.
but you want to let people know.
Yeah, I spread the word.
Yeah, it's a fun time. The scene's great.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And like, I don't know, everyone's cool. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice to have a group of people. It's like a community. It's a tiny little
It
community.
is. There's times where it's good. There's times where it's bad.
Yeah, but you're going to get that with anything.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. That's not any particular person's fault. That's just the
Right.
way that it goes.
I'm going to start dropping names. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Well, in every place, there's always a certain amount of people that are a certain type of way.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going
it's
to be the
tea time
most.
with Christa
I'm going to
and
be the
Joe.
most Nixonian, middle of the ground guy right here. I found that people act all sorts of different ways. I'm just not going to say anything.
I'm going to name names.
No. But no, that is very cool.
Oh, I'm not. Just kidding.
But no, I think that what is very cool about the Michigan scene is I think it's at the point where now it's connecting the cities, because when it first started, it was everyone was connected to each city because the scenes were all so small to get to outside of Detroit that like you had to get to Lansing or Muskegon or Kalamazoo just to get enough time in. So
Yeah.
we naturally were connected then. Now all these scenes have kind of built themselves up autonomously, and now we can, whenever we're crossing around, it's sharing the space, which is
Yeah.
cool. Like shows in Lansing are going great. Shows in Ann Arbor are going great.
Yeah.
The TC boys, Traverse City guys.
TC
Those guys
boys.
are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
Shout out to
But-
Traverse City men
Yeah.
who do comedy.
Do you have
Yeah.
for yourself in comedy, do you have any set goals in terms of like what you want out of it and a time frame, or is it something that you enjoy to do just outwardly? Like how do you view it?
I would like to get super famous and then break into politics and then take over the world
Perfect.
with comedy. Just kidding.
Heck yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
I think the guy in Ukraine was on his way to that until Putin. Zelensky was like, I'm going to laugh him all the way to the
I'm
bank.
going to laugh him all the way to the bank.
And then he's like, the Ruskies.
That's the real goal, is to just laugh him all the way to the bank, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comedy, I started doing comedy as like a supplemental thing because I graduated. Acting is still what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I graduated during the pandemic shutdown, so you can't start acting when there's no theaters and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's also incredibly difficult business to get into. but like I love the attention. I don't know. I love entertaining people a lot. And so after the pandemic, I just started bartending again because that word was bartending. I need to work on my diction.
Yeah.
I just started bartending again.
You got a what?
Anyway, and bartending happens at night, so I can't really start acting, but I can still go to like open mics.
Yeah, in terms of acting, are you looking to do more like theater as well? Again, like if you can, but I know that the bartending stuff holds on. There's not really
pays
anything.
so well.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a day job that's gonna pay me as well as I'm making now. So like I'd like to do that and then start acting again. But like even when I do that, I could still do comedy because like rehearsals are usually like 6 to 9, and then like open mics start at 9, so I can just bop in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to start because there's like good theater in Grand Rapids too, and I'd like to start doing that again someday. But I don't know when.
Yeah. Well, keep working on the
Yeah.
comic too,
Hell
the
yeah,
stand-up
dude.
stuff. I mean, that's fantastic. It's good stuff.
Thanks. Yeah.
You gotta love it.
I gotta love it.
Do you have any big shows coming up?
Yeah. I'm doing Adesanya tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing Adesanya.
Can't even know you're booked from a goddamn show. No. Yeah, you are.
I know. So I'm doing Adesanya on Thursday, and then next week, Friday, the 12th.
No.
The 15th.
Yep. Yep. Next
The
Friday, the
15th.
15th.
We're doing a show in Hastings.
Yep.
Which is, where I'm from.
That's
so
your. Yeah, I was
pretty
gonna say that's a
exciting.
hometown show. That's gonna
Yeah.
be a fun one.
I'm hyped for it. Like my mom was like, "We have so many people who want to go," and I was like, "Oh no,
They're gonna hear so much about your boobs.
they're gonna learn about me."
No,
Oh God.
that's fantastic.
Yeah. So that's super cool. And then the next day we got the Eve Art.
You're terrible. For the record of this is I had told Krista how much it bothers me that people say my hometown is Evart.
I can't believe you told me that.
It's EVART, and people literally look at that and go, Evart! And they're serious.
Yeah, dude.
Not Evert. And it's just, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I can't wait to go to Hostingus.
Astingus.
I just made it German and shitty. Astingus.
It's already German and shitty. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, no, I'm excited that venue is like literally right down the road from where I grew up. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're saying just
Yeah.
a stone's throw from Meemaw's house.
Just right down the road from Meemaw's house.
Where you used to steal cookies
I
and fight
did.
cousins.
I did. I did that. I climbed trees. I chased dogs. You know. I had a friend growing up who got hit by a truck right outside of our house. She was fine. She's alive now.
Jesus Christ! What? Is she
She's
fucking
fine.
Superman?
Dude, I don't know how she lived.
Dude, we had a girl named Christina
Shout out
McNamara.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's her last name? No, no, you don't have to say it. But Jamie the Tank Woman.
For real. And she was a tiny little thing.
Dude, we had a girl, not necessarily a tiny thing, but her name was Christina McNamara, and we called her Gert. And she big bally one. She was
Gert?
Yeah, she had a mullet, but we didn't know at the time it was actually just a lesbian haircut. But you know,
okay.
this was before then, so we just thought it was a mullet. But she was
That was before lesbians had hair.
it was before lesbians had hair. It was before lesbianism. It was 1994.
before lesbians.
There's no such thing as lesbian. She was just a badly dressed girl. And she'd book it across the parking lot because at a middle school you had to cross the parking lot to get to recess with no crossing guard because
Fuck
who
it,
cares?
yeah.
And somebody hit her in the parking lot, and everybody saw her. It hit her, and she rolled up over the hood and then landed on her feet like she was. It was like freaking it was like Dukes of Hazzard, dude. She rolled. No, I didn't even think of it. She Edward Cullen that bitch.
She Edward Cullen.
She's Edwarda Cullen it. But old Gert
Cullen.
rolled with that sucker.
Damn, dude.
She rolled and she took a hit right off an Oldsmobile. Didn't even phase her.
That's awesome.
Landed on her feet.
That's metal, dude. That's fucking dope.
Dented up the car. I mean,
respect it.
she got hit. It wasn't like don't get me wrong. It wasn't a slow person thinking they're gonna make it through. It was they were driving through that parking lot like they could have killed a kid.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
and they almost did.
Yeah, thank God it was Gert.
Yeah, sturdy Gertie.
If they would have killed another person, they killed a different person, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, we wouldn't be laughing about it. We might.
Well, they would have got a crossing guard in there.
Yeah.
Even after Gert got hit, they were like, thank God it was somebody that could have taken it.
Thank God it was fucking
Jesus,
Gert.
her brother Pete. So this is something about small towns that is great. She had a
Pete and
brother
Gert.
Pete, and Pete was a grade behind me, and he played in Rocket football with us.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing about Rocket football that people don't think about. It's great football to watch because there are boys that have grown into their full manhood at 8th grade. And they are, well, I mean, what I mean is these guys were like
Larg.
and strong. And Pete, like, I'm trying to be as kind as I can, but there's a reference to how clever and how strong. But he had the strength, and he was our running back. He was our running back in 7th grade, and the man was a tank.
Wow.
If you think, his sister could get hit by an Oldsmobile. Imagine what he could do. It's insane.
He'd flip those.
Yeah.
Dude. He would total that car.
Old Pete, big old tank head.
Big old tank and Gert.
Loved it. You had to weigh people because you had to be a certain weight, under a certain weight to run the ball. But this is what I mean is like he was probably 145 pounds, right?
Yeah.
But like what would be like a World War II veteran 145, like you know, like just a little gnasher.
Yeah, a little gnasher.
Just beating it up.
Beating it up. Every time you say
love Rocket football.
Every time you say Rocket football, I think you're talking about Boom Boom Ball, like Rocket League, the video game.
Rocket League is not Boom Boom Ball.
It's Boom Boom Ball.
It is a strategic game based on skill sets of having amazing cars and trucks and possibly vans fly through the air with boost and hit the ball like it's a soccer match.
Shout out Ben Bradshaw Boost.
Yeah, Benny Boost. But no, that is a game of skill, a game of endurance, and also a gentleman's game.
It's
so how
boom,
dare
boom,
you?
ball.
How dare you? It is called Rocket League, or we call it league.
Car soccer.
Would you like to league? Yeah.
I call it boom,
Yeah,
boom, ball.
you can league, Krista.
I actually can't. I'm very
Yeah.
bad at it. I
It's a
tried playing
fantastic
that game before, and I got so frustrated.
Yeah, it looks like you're just playing around a little car soccer, but it's a little bit more in depth than that.
But they go
It's
boom.
timing, your hits, your spins. Yeah. Got to hit your boost. Got to get your boost buttons
Really,
up.
it's an art. Okay.
It is. There's an ability to run off the side of the
No,
the
I
board
know.
and jump and get into the air in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, I
It's
know that.
it's a little bit high end, you know.
Is it?
It's not something that everybody can learn. It's kind of like chess, you know. Like not everybody
Fucking
can play
is kind of
chess.
like chess, if you
Not
will.
everybody can play chess because it's got multiple factors going on at once. A lot of people are more the checkers style, you know, like your little hell diver game or whatever it is.
Hey,
No.
hey.
Space America! Fuck yeah!
Liberty.
That's
Taste
awesome.
freedom.
Oh, that's sweet. That's
I've never
swell.
felt closer to democracy.
Then when you watched
Niles and Chase play a fucking
play a
video
game where the guy shot bugs and shouted for freedom,
Yeah.
it does. I mean, it's our type
It
of
makes you proud to be an American.
it's our type of
I'm
democracy.
proud to be an American.
Where at least I know I'm free, dude. You can't start that song in the Midwest and have people not come with you.
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
I know. I knew what I was
won't
doing.
Forget
The
man who died and gave that right to me.
There's a tears falling down my eye.
I know, dude. What a powerful song. Do you remember being made to sing that in third grade, making our parents cry? Did you ever have to do that?
No, we
We had a nationalistic ass school because they made us sing it.
We
We
s-
had to sing "Proud to Be an American."
we sang "Dust in the Wind."
Good Lord,
I know.
that's a song about suicide.
I know. We sang "Dust in the Wind"
Dude,
in my middle school choir.
How old were you?
And I was in middle school. Dust in the wind.
How old? What grade?
I think it was sixth or
Sixth?
seventh.
Dude, you have like a sixth grader talking about the absolute dreading existentialism of life
Yeah.
and the incurrent meaningless outside
Yeah.
of nihilism.
Yeah.
It's like the nihilistic perspective
That's
ad
why I
hoc made
am the
into
way that
song,
I am.
and you have sixth graders just belting it, which actually does speak to the absurdism of being alive.
Jesus Christ.
All we are is dust in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind. We also sang at Christmas time. We did Christmas shoes.
Oh, maybe can I buy these shoes
For my
for my mama, please? That's some good
Christmas
shit,
Eve,
man.
these shoes
Oh.
are just herself.
He's gonna put some shoes on his dead goddamn
She's
mama.
not dead yet.
Well, she is.
She's about to be.
She is. He ain't asking for the shoes so she can walk around in them all
No,
next
she
year.
wants the shoes so that she can look pretty for Jesus.
I know exactly right, which is funny because and not pretty for anyone else because they always cover the bottom and the.
I know. I don't know
casket.
why that kid was stupid. Fucking could have got her a hat or something.
Yeah, dude.
She could have wore the hat in the casket.
No kidding.
A nice
What about
blouse.
some nice gloves?
Yeah. Something
he
you'll
was-
see.
some shoes.
A nice
Shoes
shade
are
of
gonna stay
lipstick,
clean. I
dude.
mean, she ain't going
She's
nowhere.
gonna stay clean. Yeah, dude. Someday, someone's gonna dig up that grave and have a nice pair of shoes.
I love the idea that your middle school choir sang Kansas Dust in the Wind. Who was your teacher? Was he a deadhead? Was he like one of those
No.
Grateful Dead teachers that had tie-dye and shit?
No, she. Thank you.
Oh.
Sexist.
Yeah, mine was a teacher. Was a gal.
Yeah.
My teacher was a gal.
She. I don't know. I can't remember what she was like as a person. I hope she doesn't see this.
She won't.
Okay. She won't. She's not watching. But she. She. Wanted us to sing those sad songs. We also did like a song like called 100 Years or something. And you like just go through your life, and at the end it's 100 years, and you're gonna die. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
One time 100 years.
No,
that one.
no, it's a different one.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one seemed. That's a catchy.
That
gonna
one
die
is
one.
catchy. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But that one, are you playing it right now? I think so.
Yeah, I can't.
Possible. Quaker Man.
100. Oh wait, I think I know. Is it Train?
No, it's Train-esque. Oh yeah, this takes me back.
Life is meaningless and nobody cares.
It's so good. It's so sad. It gives me all my feelings.
Dude, this is look at the 90s and everybody's fucking sideburns.
10 and 20 and I'm just David. Counting them
Dude, what a beautiful one.
Yeah. This is fucking sad for a bunch of fucking 7th graders to sing.
Still time for
Yeah. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in choir too, bitch. No.
Bitch, fuck you. I can sing. Eat my dick.
Dude, we had our teacher one time. She was beautiful, like a beautiful person. You know what I mean? But she would play on the piano and she would have us do our exercises, and the exercises were to enunciate.
Yeah.
She had ones where it was like, the good-looking cook took a good look, and she'd smash her head when she did it and stuff, and she'd get all into it. And she had to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, right? And we sang this. I thought it was beautiful, right? I thought we really nailed it. I was all into it because she gave us this emotional run before it where she was like, I still remember it. She just stops in front of the class and she goes, everyone, don't try to be something that you're not. Just be yourself. Don't try to think about what life would be like better on the other side.
She was just shitting on you.
No. Well, she does shit on us, but she gives us this beautiful arcing story about like what Somewhere Over the Rainbow is, where she's like she's trying to think of herself in a better way, where she'd be a different person, but think of yourself as who you are. Be yourself. And it was like magical, right? So we're all like toned for it. Yeah. We finished the whole thing, and we got she's got the guys and the gals. She has us all parted up and everything's nailing our spots. Right after she's done, she hits the last note, boom, and she goes, guys, that was great. She goes, Jeff, fantastic job. Kept the rhythm, kept the pace. Aaron, you did wonderfully. You really are probably going to have to lead on these next one. We may end up having a single part for you. Wow. And Joey, you're coming along. You guys, we have been doing great. And I thought, what the fuck?
And Joe, you're trying.
I poured my heart into Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And you know what I learned is I have to be myself. And you know what I am? I'm coming along.
Yeah, you're coming along, dude. You're getting there.
I'm not good yet. I'm coming along.
She said, Joe, you're all right.
You're coming along. And then she just, you know what, guys? We need to. And I thought, God, that was the greatest way of slapping me in the face.
Yeah, dude.
Jan.
Jan. Sure, Jan.
Yeah, whatever. You're Mrs. Eisenhart then, but right now you're Jan.
I know. You're
Jan's talking shit.
Jan's talking some shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
Fucking.
Choir is.
I loved choir.
Yes. It was fun.
Yeah, dude. I was in choir all throughout high school and middle school and shit. And like took vocal lessons with Mr. Callahan.
Yeah. Well, and you're a big karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
Karaoke.
I
rock
love
all
karaoke.
That? Do you ever go to karaoke at Rumors?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Rumors got karaoke.
Okay, cool.
Rumors is a gay bar in Grand Rapids, but they have from what I understand, and which would make a lot of sense, the best karaoke.
Some real gay karaoke.
Well, yeah, which is the best karaoke.
Like, obviously.
Right? And there was a time we were invited there by Sean Francis. Shout out to Captain Sean Stir, who's a notorious karaoke machine in the city.
Aficionado.
He invites us to go to Rumors, right? And it was just a crew of us comics, and we were looking way too straight to get let into Rumors. We showed up there at like 1:30, and the bar was like half open, and the guy opens the door and like looks at us, and he's like, sorry, we're full.
He said
we were way too straight to be at Rumors. Sean was in there with his captain's hat, like, hey.
Well, they know Sean.
Yeah,
they're gonna let Sean in.
No, Sean got like
guys,
red
dude.
carpet entry.
Yeah, dude.
We had to sit out there and play Never Have I Ever together.
I love that game.
And then we got into another game where we were discussing, everyone in the group, that we were in a boat that was sinking. And you were going to be able to only save 2 people in the whole group, and you had to justify why you saved the 2 people you did and why they were useful on the island.
Everyone saved you.
No.
What?
No. Sean, when he came out of the bar, had a real King Solomon ass move, and he didn't pick me because he said I would survive the boat.
He said you're going to be fine.
He's like, no, I think you'd be all right on your own. And I'm like, yeah, left in the ocean to drown. Thank you.
You would have been fine.
They did pick somebody that I was very upset with because he's a notorious hothead, and they picked him on the island because they said he would help hunt, and I thought, yes, until he decides he's going to hunt you. Shout out to Dante Lillard.
until you
He was
become
there.
the prey.
Dante knew who he was.
Right, yeah.
But I was like, I cannot believe that you would pick Dante. It's not that Dante has survivability skills too, but Dante's also got a stretch where he might ask why he's surviving with you. He might start asking himself some questions about what he's doing in it, you know? Mm-hmm. But it was good times.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I love that shit.
Good news. Good news, great oldies, good times. Sunny 97.3. Oh, God.
You're weird.
I am. Well, yes, go.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought about something the other day. I got really excited about it. I was like, I'm going to talk to Joe about this someday, but and then I wanted to save it.
Ooh.
So you know your joke about not Lady and the Tramp. Fuck, what is it called?
Beauty and the Beast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your Beauty and the Beast joke where you're like, the villain is the witch.
Yes.
I thought about something the other day. I was thinking about the movie Aladdin, and you know, and there's that scene where Jafar like ties Aladdin up and throws him into the water.
Hot. Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
I'm what? Anyway, so he throws him in the water. He's down in the water. He's got the lamp with him, and he's at the bottom of the ocean. And he's like, he rubs the lamp, and at this point, he'd already gone through one wish. And Genie comes out, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're drowning. Well, I can't help you unless you make a wish." You know, unless you wish me to help you. So, and then he makes an executive decision, and he's like, decides that that's a wish, and he gets Aladdin out of there. And then he's like, sorry, that was your second wish. But like, that's kind of shady to me, you know, because like, first of all, why did it have to be a wish? You could have just helped your buddy out for free. Second,
but that's not his Genie contract. He
but
can't
he
do that.
could have though. Because he was playing like checkers and stuff with the carpet, and there wasn't a wish there. He can just be a friend, you know.
Yeah,
But then but also I was thinking about it. Aladdin promised him that his third wish would be setting him free. So it's kind of shady to me that he just decided that he couldn't save him without the wish that would lead to his wish of being freed.
Was his third wish to actually let Genie free?
Yeah.
He did it.
He did, but he wasn't going to. He
Yeah,
was like,
but I mean, Aladdin gets robbed a wish, but he's alive.
He's alive, but it's still kind of self-serving of Genie.
It is.
Like, I think do you think he thought that through? He was like, you know what? Like,
Well, I think because he didn't know he fell in the water though. He rubbed him and then he popped in to find the situation.
it'd be like that.
You know what I mean?
Been there.
He stumbled into a drowning, which, you know, a lot of people do.
Sometimes you do.
You don't
But
really
I'm
know
just
you're about to
saying,
drown when you're
He
drowning.
knew that the third wish was going to set him free. He could have just helped his buddy out, but instead, he was like, I'm gonna help myself out a little bit, and that's a bit villainy to me.
Well, he had to keep him alive to make sure he's safe. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I just think he's a really, really, really good Genie.
He's just dedicated
He's like, this is my
to his
job, all right? My job
dude.
is to do the wishes thing. I ain't a favors machine. I'm a Genie.
I'm not,
I go on wishes, you get 3.
you get 3.
And I found you dying. I figured one of your wishes would be, I don't want to die. And yes, coincidentally, the third one is letting me free. So, hey.
Hey, it's a win-win for me.
Yeah, but no matter what, you're fucking living. You ain't drowning down the bottom of this hole.
I still don't. Shady. Oh, shady.
I will say that in Aladdin 2, when Jafar becomes the Genie, I thought he was dope. And awesome and looked cool.
He did look
and
cool.
I wanted to hang out in his little lair in his hangout spot.
It was kind of sick.
Yeah.
Infinite cosmic power, itty bitty living space.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. What a good movie.
Yeah, dude. I know. I think about I think it's the third one where it's the King of Thieves or something. Mm-hmm. And like, I quote it a lot. Like, there's this one scene where the genie is like discovering that Aladdin has a dad, right? And he's like, well, he's like, acts like he's really mad. And he's like, will he be having the chicken or the sea bass? I quote that at work all the time.
I quote a good Aladdin. I pull a good Aladdin quote out.
Will he be having the chicken or the sea bass? He says it just like that. But,
What's crazy is that Gilbert Godfrey got a second wind at being somebody by being a bird in a Disney movie when that man is egregiously dirty. Him and Robin Williams alike, it's just kind of funny to pair of them. Imagine what they just said in the outtakes and stuff.
Dude, for real.
Disgusting.
There's so many. It's disgusting. There are some. I think there is footage out there of Robin Williams in the recording studio just going just fucking rambling with his words. And,
Yeah.
and he can't use a lot of it because he's saying swear words.
Oh, yeah, he's just going nuts.
Yeah, dude.
It's fantastic.
It's
Love
awesome.
those old Disney movies, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Just, psh.
I'll quote when he's like, Aladdin, you're back. And you're front. You're both here. I say that a lot.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think you are right, though. Genie was a little bit self-serving on the second wish
Yeah.
there. But at the same time, you know, like I said, he's not a favor machine. And he doesn't know how to be a friend. He knows how to be a genie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's just really good in his job.
Yeah.
Still.
I gotta think of some other Disney movies where I'm going to restructure who the bad guy is. Because, yeah,
Yeah.
it was quite obvious in Beauty and the Beast that it was the witch. But I think in other movies there's some open ones. I think in Jungle Book that if Mowgli would have hung out with the apes, it would have been pretty sweet.
That would have been awesome.
King Louie was dope.
King Louie was dope, and his song was cool.
Be like you. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to walk like you and talk like you. Too.
It's so
It's
good.
fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
And Bagheera's getting all smacked and shit. Bagheera had to fake like he was the statue lion. Yeah,
I
love that
played
shit.
Bagheera once on stage.
When I was a little kid, I used to pack all my pillows up and put them in. So my house, we had like a center wall around,
Yeah.
and it went around the kitchen into the living room, so you could run in circles.
Cool.
And I would pack up all the pillows when the elephants came through, and then run and bust through them and shit and do that. It was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Big deal.
You were living
big
it.
Day.
You were in the
lots
big
to do.
day.
I've got to pack the pillows for the elephants.
I have to be an elephant today. I don't have time for your bullshit, Anne.
And he's drunk. Hot 2, 3, 4. Hot 2. Yeah, it was great. The
Yeah.
Sarge.
Yeah.
So cool.
The fucking...
And there's a dopey one with a goofy horn and shit.
That one's me.
And then if you guys want to know some real inside baseball, you take the part where it's all getting thundery
Yeah.
and dark at the
Yeah.
end, and the birds are just starting to talk to each other when they see Mowgli laying down.
Yeah. The Beatles.
And you play, you can play Thunder Rolls, and it runs perfect to it.
Thunder
Yep.
rolls. That one?
3:30 in the morning.
Dude, that song fucks.
House
That song
across
goes
town.
so hard.
She's waiting by the window in a fading flannel gown.
Oh my
That
god.
shit's dope.
Dude, no, it fucks.
And it's funny because I
That song gets
was in
pussy.
third grade, auto syncing these birds to a moment where a man's cheating on his wife. In the thunder rolls,
And the lightning strikes.
It's good shit, man.
Thunder
I love being a
rolls.
kid.
Yeah, dude. That shit was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the shows next week. Any other big shows coming up in the next month or so, or are those the two biggies?
Probably. I can't think of anything at the moment. No. Next month I'm hosting a show
Yeah.
in Greenville at the Winter Inn.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
More information to come.
Yeah,
But,
we can try to connect that stuff when we share it on the pages
But,
and stuff too.
Yeah.
But
Which
yeah,
is super sick, dude.
it is.
I'm into it.
It
I'm
is.
excited.
We're happy to have you in the comedy scene, and thanks for
Thanks.
coming on to the podcast.
Thanks. This is my first time on podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Christa Wright. Everybody, thank you guys for joining us. It's been good. It's been real. It's been fun.
Which camera do we look at?
Whatever one. They're
Okay.
all looking at us. No. Yeah. Have a great night, you guys. We'll be back with more
Bye.
Respect Your Elders podcast.
Have a good day.
See ya.